In this episode, I'm still continuing down the rabbit hole of Ren and the Skinner Brothers with Dream Life. Let's get started. Oh, 11 p.m.
Shit.
Feeling like... Had it? Oh, I can't read some of these. Days Pub, Crater Face, Sick Boys, logo. Huh. Facts. Anyway.
She had a fucked up childhood. Acting up, she was misunderstood. Some fans, now they never change. Sesame put a hit on her brain. She said, I don't want to waste no time. Don't want no people around me that ain't based. I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
She grew up fucked in many ways. Run from the sun in the blackest shade. She got a...
I like that. The guitar riff, because it starts in the left ear, ends up in the right, then it goes from the right ear and then back to the left. As it's going up, da-da-da-da, then da-da-da-da. Basic shortage, merely something mindset. I wish I could read all these.
Fucked in many ways. Run from the sun in the blackest shade. She got a pocket full of loose change and old dreams. Used up her luck on the slot machine. She said, I don't want to waste no time. Don't want nobody around me. That is...
I like how they're doing the similar note a couple octaves up on the guitar and accompanying with his voice. So they go really well together. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Don't want to waste no time. Don't want nobody around me. That is fake.
I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
They've got a really cool effect on the guitar as it's doubling, and then you've got this synth in the background that's just kind of adding a great accompaniment to it. It just sounds really great the way that this is building.
What a fucking misery. How a scout a lifestyle, shoot the breeze. She lay down on the pavement, lay on rent. And this world ain't meant for the heaven sent. She got purest intent since the day she was born. As she sips out a teacup in the eye of the storm, I said, hi girl, are you right girl? She said, I'm not, but this world is not right either.
Don't want to waste no time. Don't want no people around me that ain't based. I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
You got a lot of really cool effects that are going on there from the synth as it's going, and then we're getting at a higher pitch. It's a nice, again, way to continue to build out this song.
Dreams.
Ooh, that sounds cool. As soon as we come in on their shot, we get this brown wow wow. Sorry for all the noises, but it coincides with it perfectly, and then you've got this waviness kind of. It's just a great atmospheric feeling. It really, especially with that green light, it kind of gives us this unique, chaotic, dystopian feeling.
Dreams.
Ooh. So they did this in the last song that I did of theirs, Truth or Dare, where they've got this low sound that's kind of muffled where they've increased the mid-range frequencies. They kind of give it that muffleness, but it kind of goes up, comes a little bit clear, but then it goes back down in this one, whereas in Truth or Dare, I felt like it faded up and stayed pretty clear. That may have been, I think that was Truth or Dare. Maybe it was the other one. In any case, just you can hear the synth. It's not quite clear. It's got that muffled texture to it, which is nice, giving it this surreal kind of feeling with everything else that's going on. And then we get some of those sound effects that are kind of bouncing around.
Dreams.
Yeah, the dreams. We're hearing that bounce around, but we're also hearing that wow, wow, wow. And that. So you hear the synth is muffled. So we get that surreal sound while we're following the girls, and then it kind of comes a little bit more chaotic as soon as they come in. The drum beat kicks in. You can see Vic's a little bit excited. This is so different from many of the other songs that I've listened to by Ren and the Skinner Brothers. There's a lot of EDM in this, but it's nice. It's not a simple album or EP, because I think there's 6 songs, but we get that synth feeling or that synth sound. We have that really coming in. It's almost saturated, so we get a little bit of a slight distortion on it, but the way that, again, this song has just got this great atmosphere in the ears. So we get this is almost, we can hear it coming down the center, but then it disperses to the left and then the right, and the left and then the right. So we're doing center, left, right, center, left, right, center, left, right. So it's a nice, again, it just sounds great in the ears.
Dreams are the ungoverned provinces of the mind-ill-lit territories, where the conscious self, that fragile edifice of civility and reason, is momentarily overthrown by deeper, more ancient forces. In waking life, we walk the narrow corridors of logic and social necessity. But in dreams, we are cast adrift upon a sea of symbols, private myths, stitched from memory, repression, and a latent, often discomforting truth.
I dug that. Musically, I talked about everything that I could think of. There was one other part, kind of where the voice came in, but I left it alone. Like I said, this has so many different variations of this EP, having so many different variations of music style. It is nice. I mean, again, following along with how we've seen the music accompany the videos, this works well, right? There, we kind of start out slow and surreal, and then when we take a look at focusing on the boys, the men, we get a little bit more upbeat, and then we fade back to them in the club, the girls in the club, and we get that surreal, and then they come in, and we got this. Now that we're actually in the club, we kind of have this EDM. The tempo is up. The whole atmosphere just completely changes. So we've got a great variation in how this song actually progresses, which is really nice. And I like at the end how we have this voiceover talking about the difference between reality and dreams, and how our dreams are just fragments of reality slowly being stitched together. I think I heard that correctly. I may have that the wrong way around. But nonetheless, I still like that it gives us a sense of focus, because we still have all of this EDM music that's going on, and then we kind of narrow down in on his voice, and it's very front and center, so we can really listen to and pay attention to what he's saying with the music going around. I dug it. I am fully enjoying this Skinner Brothers featuring Ren and their 6/6 Soul album. So, yeah, this was nice. Is this one of your favorite songs? Least favorite songs? I know, as I've mentioned, there are several that people have mentioned. I don't think Dream Life has been one of them, so I'm curious how you feel about this song. Well, thank you so much for watching Melodic Logic. Oh, I didn't talk about camera or anything in this, because we could tell that this is done in a couple different shots and different scenes. So there really wasn't a ton to point out, because I didn't think that there was anything specifically unique. It is difficult, I will point out, to shoot in dark spaces. Even though this bathroom is all white walls, we can still see that it is still fairly dim. Yet we still have a great contrast. We don't really see, I mean, there's a little bit of noise, video grain noise, due to the aperture and the size of the lighting that's used. And then even in the club, we got a pretty clear, I mean, they're still pretty clear. I know we have this green hue. I'm not sure, though. This is a green light. If it's not a green light, this was edited in post, but I'm pretty sure it's a green light, only because I was going to originally say that this was done with like a color filter. But we actually see that the colors in the background behind them are the correct colors. So if we look at the sign, we can even see that light there on the left. As they're coming back, we see this sign. We see the room in the next, we see the lights in the next room. If this were all done with a color filter, it would all be green. They could have done rotoscoping, but that would have been way, way too much. It would have been a whole lot easier with a green light. And I'm pretty sure that that's what they've used, especially because we can see it's over the right shoulder of the cameraman or camera person, because we can see the reflection in her left collarbone within the necklace. So I'm pretty sure that that's where it is. Plus, we could see that the characters on the right are well lit in compared to the characters on the left. So my guess is, yeah, they probably did this with a light, which is still pretty awesome. Yeah, because we can still see the colors in the background. But my other point is, now that we've got, even though we've got our key lights there up on the stage, the rest of this is still, well, not that frame. The rest of this is still pretty clean. Again, considering how dark it is. So my point in all of this is it's not always easy to capture low light instances without getting a lot of grain. So like if you were to try to film this on your cell phone, maybe an older cell phone, it would work, but you would see when you blew it up to full screen that it's going to be grainy. Same thing if you were to do this in a low aperture type of camera, then you would still see a lot of that grain. There are effects that you can do to remove the grain, but it doesn't look like any of that has been done. I could be wrong. There may be a BTS for that, and I'll go and check that out because I am rambling. But those are just a couple things that I did want to point out really quick that are unique to this, because it's not always easy to capture all these colors, especially in a low light, and still have that clarity without it being really grainy. And the grainy is just where you can see all the basically pixelations and even the individual dots on the screen when you're changing in color, or even just across the entire picture. In any case, let me know in the comments what you think. I like this. I'm not a huge fan of EDM, but I wouldn't declare this as an entire EDM song because we kind of fade into that. It's a great story, and I think it accompanies this entire EP and the videos that we've seen so far. It fades in great. So thank you so much for watching Melodic Logic, and until next time, please take care.